Good morning. My name is Vic DePhillips. I'm the president of Systems Built Group out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. I'm a 51-year veteran of the off-site construction industry, and I've been engaged by Modular to help them in their start of their new production facility. Right now we're standing in their new 22,000 square foot facility. It's an older building and they've retrofitted it to fit their needs. What we're going to do is we're going to take a walk through the production facility, and hopefully I'll be able to explain to you what we're doing and what it means to the product itself. The building itself is about 77 feet wide and it's about 270 feet long. What our goal is to build about 4 to 5 modules a week out of this facility based on a proprietary product that Module has spent an awful lot of time and energy on developing. Their primary business is inner city infill with some great products that they've really designed. They've actually built some right here in Pittsburgh, and they're going to continue to do so in the future. Ultimate goal is to be able to use that product in other marketplaces. As you know, as a country, we suffer from a shortage of housing, especially affordable housing. And this product here would fit right into that niche really easily. What we're doing is we're walking up to our floor department, and I want to just mention one thing. Right now, some of the things that you're seeing are temporary, with the idea that we're going to build these first 2 homes, which you'll see a little bit of in a little while, and that home is going to be 15.9 by 40 foot long by 3 stories high. And it's meant to be a side-by-side duplex, and we'll explain that a little later as we're going through the building. What the guys are doing right now is they're framing the second floor. So what we have is we've got 2x10s in our floor, 16 inches on center, with a 2x10 outside perimeter that's been doubled. And we double it so it is able to travel down the road with no damage whatsoever. The nicest part about Modular is there's 2 things. One, it's hot outside today. We're inside, we're in the shade. Tomorrow when it rains, none of this product's going to get wet. None of it's going to get exposed. And it will not be exposed to any elements until we get it outside the building, which makes it absolutely perfect application. Having been doing this for as long as I have, I can tell you that the product is much stronger than its site-built cousin because it has to travel down the road. And from an energy efficiency standpoint, it's a lot more efficient just by some of the framing techniques that we use in the factory that A, makes it stronger, but makes it more energy efficient by eliminating infiltration and things like that. So let's take a walk over the floors and see what these guys are doing. From a floor standpoint, as I said earlier, all our joists are 16 inches on center. You notice this joist right here is a little different than a conventional piece of lumber. And what we're doing there, that's an I-joist. And what we're doing there is we're using that because we're going to run plumbing to plumb our bathroom fixtures on the second floor. So that material will allow us to drill holes and make all our horizontal runs for drain, waste, and vent, and also to run our supply lines in there, tuck it under and get it all done and completed here in the factory. So the next thing we'll do after they're done with that is we're going to laminate a piece of 7/16 OSB in between these bands. We're going to double this. There's going to be 2 of these. There's going to be a piece of 7/16 here with another 2x10 on top of it. So that'll be double. That gives us a lot of strength longitudinally and also helps us run down the road. So after that's done, then what we're going to do is we're going to glue and nail a 3/4 inch OSB tongue and groove deck onto the framing itself. 3/4 inch simply because it's a module preference. There are some folks that use 23/30 seconds. We prefer to use 3/4 inch OSB. Stronger, more durable, better life cycle. That simple. Everything is glued and nailed to code. And I should mention that before we go to manufacture this product, we have to go through a rigorous review of all our plans, all our specifications, and all our code compliance. So it's not like just we got up one day and said, let's go build a house and we did it. No, there's a lot of regulation on this industry, and we have to comply to be able to build this home and to be able to take it out of our factory. The next phase I'm going to go to after these guys are done building this floor and decking it is we're going to use this table here to build our long walls and our interior partitions. The table's been set up to be square so that everything we build on it, we build square. And what we'll do is we'll frame out the walls completely. We'll then take the sheetrock or the drywall material, glue that in place on the studs themselves, screw that down, and then pick it up and get it ready to be set on the floor itself. And all the walls we build tomorrow are going to be set on that floor down there. Tomorrow, our plumber's going to come in, and he's going to rough in all our plumbing. He's going to rough in the toilets, the tubs, all the vanities, run all our vent lines, and get all that done. And then he'll do that underfloor plumbing I mentioned earlier that's going to go into those I-joists. So right now, you see the floor down there. That's the first one we built. We actually built that and decked that yesterday. The next bay you're going to see here with the 1B on it, that's going to be for that floor deck we're building right now. And then where I'm standing right now is in the middle of where the third floor deck is going to be placed. They're placed here because they're going to wait for the walls that we're going to build to be set on them. There's a couple other things we'll do in this process. We'll start running rough wire, and our electrician will come in the day after tomorrow to start doing that. We'll have walls erect. We'll put the boxes in place. Again, let's go back. All of this activity is all done to meet code. And on the other side about this product is, if you want something a little different, if you want a different bath fixture like a faucet or a vanity basin, then we can do that for you. We're flexible enough to do that. We happen to choose some things that are our preference because of durability and likability, and one of those things is Anderson windows. Our standard window is an Anderson 400 series window. It's either double hung, casement, or awning, and that is part of our standard features. You can also customize all the exteriors of this product. You can get anything from vinyl on it, to hardy plank, to LP smart side. So there's a lot of flexibility and choices. You can put on-site brick on the fronts of these, or on the sides of them, or all around if you choose. It's just a matter of meeting your preference, and we can do that for you. The one thing that you see, and this is only a part of it, but you see all the material that we have stacked up along the perimeter walls of the building and over here in our floor department. Again, all this material ultimately gets incorporated into the product. The one nice part about it, and I'll go back, and I'm going to be a little redundant, is I'm going to say, this does not see weather until it's outside. All their framing material right now is under roof. Weather's not going to get near it. And the only time it's going to see anything is when it's already been put in an assembly and been waterproofed and weatherproofed. So a big advantage to off-site building. The other obvious advantage to off-site building is the efficiency that the plant has. And that efficiency actually transfers out into the field as a cost saving to that ultimate consumer. In about 2 weeks to 3 weeks, we'll be done with most of this, and it'll be a great, great visit to this facility. I got to tell you that the guys who have this facility and have started this company, they're very dedicated to what they're doing. They want quality to be their top mission, and they want a satisfied customer to be their top mission as well. So they both marry very well, and they're really a good bunch of people. They're honest, they're trustworthy. You can cut that out, but they are. You know what I said?